If somebody would have told me, if someone would have said, go and drop some money into this account, and in 20 years, 30 years, you'll have $2 million, $3 million, $1 million, I would have been all over that. We weren't taught that. We weren't taught to invest. I never even heard the word invest from either one of my parents. And I certainly didn't grow up with no money. I've always had, and I've always been a saver. But I never heard that. I didn't hear the term compound interest until probably around the late 90s. I was in Duluth in the camp up there. And that's the first time I had heard it. The second time I had heard it was from my cousin Pauline. Shortly after I had come home, she was doing some insurance, and I had heard her say that, and it had dawned on me that I had heard that years earlier, but still never gave it much thought. Fast forward 10, 12 years. My whole circle is different. Fooling with bankers and, friends in finance, and I'm learning, still hearing it, not applying it. But people go through life never knowing how money works. And, it was just something that has never been taught. And so I'm like, man, this information here, nah. This information should be taught in preschool. Soon as kids are able to talk, they pretty much know what money means. And when I say preschool, when they are first learning the fundamentals of communication and, and numbers and alphabet, all of that, those fundamentals. Money fundamentals need to be next, because they understand that. That should be taught all through school, from preschool to graduation. It should be not just an elective, it should be mandatory, period. No questions asked, every single year. So at least by the time you get to high school, it is in your consciousness. Because if people, especially people in the street, hustlers, and people who are accustomed to having money and always after it and always got it, and just, this is who I'm really talking to, because that's me. And had someone told me these simple fundamentals, that's no secret at all. Somebody would have told me, hey man, go drop some money over here, and in 20, 30 years, I would have been like, what? That's the way the game? Like, that's the way the game go. That's the way the white folks build wealth. Real money. Somebody would have told me that even close to that, just like that. See, people who were taught that, they don't know, they couldn't imagine their lives without knowing it. So this is something for us that we just didn't know. And when I say us, I'm not just talking about this, I'm across the board. Most of us who grow up and have grown up, unless you come from a family or you were fortunate enough to get turned on to it, you don't learn this. And it's simple fundamentals, you know. Um, and and I'm not even talking about just the real fundamentals where you every single week, every single month, whatever your schedule is, you put money into this particular account consistently from now on. And those people, man, that's the traditional way. Basic, no nothing else. And I'm just speaking from my life experience that if somebody would have told me that with the resources that I had, and not just me, I'm talking about everybody who was in the life like I was in the life, and that's across the globe. Well, at least the United States. Uh, Man, we wouldn't much money. We didn't either jacked off, lost, got taken, got jacked. Just a host of things where it would have been nothing for somebody to be like, "Hey man, got to play for you. I'm gonna show you how to 20 times your bread." Been like, what? Yeah, not overnight, man. And once you see how the numbers work, oh man, you're gonna be like, shit. Oh, I'm gonna take this. If I can get this with this, because it worked the same way. You could just go drop some bread into account and just forget about it. Or you can go back to the other way where I was saying. You can just the traditional way. But I was just saying this was just, I wish someone would have told me, hey man, look, you can go put this play down and put this play down, and then man, when I was even when I came home in 2002. Now I knew the game or some of the game, but no one had never told me this is how it worked. So I didn't understand it like that. That shit had to keep hitting me across the head. And what made me create this book, this ebook, was me and my dude was talking about something. He was like, hey man, I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine. I golf with him all the time, blah, blah, blah. And I had already knew of him, and he had told me about him. And he's a money dude. He manages people's money. And so we were talking about something specific. And I can't remember what he had said, but I had told him, no, he had mentioned to me that, your money doubles every 7 years, which I've known that. And when we were talking, I was telling him about this because we always talking about money and how most people bad with money and all that and blah, blah, blah. And so that's what that conversation prompted me to, because there's no reason on the face of the planet why everybody should understand at least how the game is played. Period. Because it's available. It's no secret. But what you don't know, you just don't know. So it's just an ebook that just puts everything, just says exactly what it just basically the basic fundamentals. And somebody gonna read this and be like, huh, that's the game. Yeah, that's the game. This ain't rocket science. It's none of that. This is just a fundamental. That's all you got to do. And it doesn't matter how much money you got. That's the thing. You can $5, $10, 20, whatever it is. You just keep steady. This is a lifetime. Just like you pay your phone bill, just like you pay your gas bill, light bill, consistently. It's the same thing. We doing that already and ain't getting nothing for it. Think about that. And the money is always there. That's the other thing. Yeah, I've been like, shh. And I can get it, man. If need be, people would be like, shh. People would have heard that and been like, hold up. I'm gonna put this in my mama's name in case something happens. I mean, they probably got took, but moms and pops having jobs and 401ks, which is the same deal. So probably wouldn't have got took if it would have been their name, because they can't. I'm not too sure, but I don't think the government can fool with pensions and retirement funds and all that. So, but that's completely something else. I don't know if that's true or not. I've heard that multiple times. But man, that is, if people would have just known that, there'd have been so many rich people running around here. All the money that we just have had and just would have loved to have had that kind of information. Man, cats who had to go leave for 10, 20, 30, come back and probably forgot about it. You know how you have money tucked away in some old account. You got $500 somewhere, you don't even remember. I'm telling you, man, that people need to know this information. And there's so many people that don't. I was talking to the tow truck driver earlier. We just was talking about, long story about something else, and had fool come down here and stab all the tires on the street. And but we was talking about just it is sad, and everybody, they mad because the gas prices is high. This is that high. Go invest in the gas. That's all you got to do, and hope that it keep going up, because you make more money. Just a whole different framework. Yeah, gas is high. I don't like it either. I'll be glad when that shit come down. This is California, so our shit is always sky high. But I mean, it's a damn war, so what it is, what it is. And I would much rather have it what it is than to have something else where we can't get no gas, potentially, because then the gas gonna be $20, so it is what it is, and it's not gonna stay this way, and but even that, just being mad at the government and thinking the government gonna save you, all that. They no. You gotta play the game they play. This is the game they play. This is the game. They engineered this game. And you just gotta play that game. And just do it. And it, like I said, it don't matter. Just go put it over there. Just go put it. That's it. In fact, you can go to the bank. The bank will set that up for you. They're gonna take their fees. But I'm telling you, Gangsternomics. That's the name of it. Gangsternomics. It's good. Because it'll open your eye. It'll at least give you some information where nobody could say, you could never say, nobody turned me on to the game. And shit, I'm just a dude, been in the feds twice. Not proud of it, but that's my life path, that's my life story, and that's what it is. But I'm a normal citizen, just, cat that then been around it all, seen it all, done half of that, if not more. And, this ain't no BS, just some real life information that you should have. Gangsternomics, check it out.